And tonight, the future is uncertain for students who depend on the very program being debated by politicians in Washington. Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, known as DACA for short. It provides protection and work permits for undocumented immigrants who were brought to this country as children. Many of them are high schoolers and college students now, including many in Southwest Florida. For In Your Corner, Sam Soso speaking with the DACA recipient today to get some perspective on what all this in Washington means for them here in Southwest Florida. Sam?
Well, Patrick, today I spoke to a college student at FGCU who tells me for her, DACA means a chance at success. We aren't identifying her tonight because she says fear of DACA being eliminated is real, and that could jeopardize her entire life.
I had no clue. All I knew was that my parents would tell me, don't tell anybody where you were born.
Brought to the United States at 4 months old from Mexico, this DACA recipient skipped a grade, graduated high school early, and now attends Florida Gulf Coast University, where she's joined several organizations dedicated to helping her fellow students.
Studying political science and economics. My heart is set right now in policy.
With DACA up in the air, she and nearly 800,000 others don't know if they'll be able to stay here, and it forces many into the shadows.
To have that fear paralyze you, it's devastating, to say the very least.
She shows me pages and pages of stories about activists and community members being deported, separated from their families, faster than they can take action. For some like her, who came to the U.S. as an infant, being deported would mean going to a country she doesn't know.
I have a set of tools and skills to make it over here, but not over there. So my whole life would be jeopardized.
But she also wants lawmakers to know the decision to end DACA affects more than just the recipients.
You have to go out, you have to get groceries, you have to go to work, you have to make life happen. So whenever these things paralyze you with fear, you stop people from spending money. You kind of stun your economy a little bit.
Hoping lawmakers take the power of their communities into account.
If you're really gonna preach serving America first, putting America first, making America great again, you have to realize that your self-interest, your benefit, taking care of yourself is connected to the well-being of your neighbor.
With shutdown dependent on what the Senate decides, I reached out to our senators Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio to find out how they would vote and whether DACA would play a factor. They haven't answered my requests yet. I'm live in the studio. Sam Sosa, Fox 4, in your corner.